Imagine this. A fruit that you pick up every day at the supermarket, thinking it's super healthy. But that is quietly destroying your kidneys, liver and brain. Doctors are sounding the alarm now. Stop eating before it's too late. Hi, I'm Dr. Natisha James, a nephrologist specializing in kidney health and dietary toxins. If you value your daily energy, your mental clarity and extra years of healthy living without constant hospital visits, this video could change everything for you. Feel free to write your city or state in the comments below. It's always a great pleasure to hear people from all corners of the United States sharing their stories. Stay with me until the end. I will reveal exactly what this common fruit is, the real harm it causes, and how to protect your family right away. And if you like what you're hearing and want more life-saving health alerts like this, like it now and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on updates that help keep your health first. You've probably seen this fruit in the fresh produce section of your local grocery store. Maybe at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or even Costco. It looks harmless, exotic, and even healthy. A star-shaped fruit when cut, vibrant yellow, with a sweet and sour taste that many people love in salads, juices, or as a quick snack. Millions of Americans shop and eat regularly, thinking they're making a nutritious choice. Full of vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants, low in calories. The guilty fruit. It is the carambola, also known as star fruit. Yes, this same tropical fruit that is increasingly common on shelves in the United States, imported from hot regions and promoted as a superfood on health blogs and detox diets. But behind this attractive appearance and healthy marketing, there is a real and silent danger that most people completely ignore. According to the National Kidney Foundation, the leading authority on kidney health in the United States, carambola contains two problematic substances: high oxalic acid, or oxalate, and a powerful neurotoxin called caramboxin. Oxalate can crystallize in the kidneys, causing direct damage to the renal tubules, leading to inflammation, acute necrosis, and even acute renal failure. Caramboxin is a toxin that healthy kidneys normally filter and eliminate. But when there is any kidney impairment, even subtle, which many people don't even know they have, this toxin accumulates in the blood, crosses the blood-brain barrier and attacks the brain directly. I see it in my practice every day. Patients who arrive at the emergency room with initial symptoms that seem harmless, persistent hiccups, nausea, insomnia, and which quickly develop into mental confusion, seizures, and in severe cases, coma or worse. Studies published in journals such as the American Journal of Kidney Diseases and systematic reviews show that even in people with normal kidney function, consuming large amounts, such as pure juice on an empty stomach or more than 3 or 4 fruits at once, can trigger acute nephrotoxicity. And for those with chronic kidney disease, even a single star fruit can be fatal within hours or days. Why is this becoming a bigger problem now? Because the star fruit is more accessible than ever. Sold fresh, in ready-made juices, or as an ingredient in healthy smoothies. Many people use it as a natural remedy for diabetes or high blood pressure, unaware of the risks. But doctors are seeing more cases, from acute kidney injury in healthy individuals to irreversible worsening in those who already have pre-existing kidney problems. And the damage does not stop at the kidneys. Caramboxin can cause serious neurological effects, and there are interactions that burden the liver as well. In the next segment, I'll explain exactly how this happens in your body, organ by organ, with real evidence that will make you rethink what's in your fridge. Stay with me. This could be affecting you or someone you love without you realizing it. Now that you know that star fruit is the dangerous fruit hidden on American supermarket shelves, let's dive into the real damage it does to the body. Starting with the kidneys, going through the liver and getting to the brain. These effects are not hypothetical. They are documented in medical studies and seen in clinical practice every day. First, the kidneys, the main target of star fruit. The fruit is loaded with oxalate, a compound that crystallizes inside the renal tubules like sharp needles. This causes acute inflammation, tubular necrosis, and, in severe cases, acute renal failure. The National Kidney Foundation explicitly warns, people with chronic kidney disease should always avoid star fruit, because even a single fruit can trigger kidney failure within hours or days. Even in individuals with apparently healthy kidneys, consuming large amounts such as pure juice on an empty stomach or more than 3 or 4 fruits can lead to acute kidney injury. I see patients arriving at the ER with severe nausea, drastic reduction in urine output, and creatinine levels skyrocketing. In a study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, cases show that oxalate clogs tubules and causes cell apoptosis, destroying kidney tissue irreversibly if not treated quickly. Imagine waking up with severe back pain, realizing that your kidneys are failing because of something you thought was healthy. Then the liver, often underestimated but burdened by toxins. When the kidneys do not filter properly, star fruit substances circulate in the blood, forcing the liver to process excess oxalate and toxic waste. This leads to chronic liver inflammation, elevation of liver enzymes, and, in prolonged exposures, risk of more serious damage. Although studies focus more on the kidneys and brain, reviews indicate that the combination of oxalate and caramboxin contributes to oxidative stress in the liver, accelerating the aging of this vital organ. Patients report extreme fatigue and subtle jaundice after overconsumption, signs that the liver is struggling to compensate for what the kidneys can't. Finally, the brain, the most frightening damage. This is where caramboxin comes in, the powerful neurotoxin in the star fruit. Normally, healthy kidneys eliminate it, but when there is any renal impairment, it accumulates in the blood, crosses the blood-brain barrier and causes neuronal hyperexcitability. This activates excitatory receptors excessively and inhibits the GABA system, leading to severe neurological symptoms. Persistent hiccups, the most common initial sign, insomnia, mental confusion, agitation, seizures, status epilepticus, and, in extreme cases, coma or death. Case reports show that in patients with kidney disease, a single star fruit can trigger seizures within a few hours. Even in normal kidneys, massive amounts, such as 15 or more fruits, can cause irreversible brain damage. I've treated patients who started out with uncontrollable hiccups and progressed to total confusion in a matter of days. A silent horror that starts in your fridge. These damages are interconnected. What starts in the kidneys quickly affects the brain and overloads the liver. In the next segment, we'll look at the solid scientific evidence and expert testimonials proving these risks, so you understand why this is not hype, but a real warning. Stay with me. Protecting your health starts with knowledge. Everything I have described about the harm caused by carambola is not personal opinion or speculation. It is backed up by robust scientific evidence and warnings from respected health institutions in the United States. Let's look at the facts that doctors and researchers have known for years, but that the general public still ignores. The National Kidney Foundation, the country's leading authority on kidney health, includes carambola in the list of foods to always avoid for patients with chronic kidney disease. Their official website clearly states, "Star fruit, carambola, contains a neurotoxin that can cause severe neurological symptoms and should be strictly avoided." This warning has been around since the early 2000s, but has gained more attention as consumption of tropical fruits has increased in American supermarkets. One of the most cited studies is published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, which analyzed cases of carambola poisoning in patients in the United States and other countries. Researchers have documented that caramboxin, the neuroactive toxin in the fruit, causes neuronal hyperexcitability by inhibiting GABA receptors and stimulating glutamatergic receptors. In patients with impaired renal function, even moderate doses lead to severe neurological symptoms within a few hours. Another review article in the Clinical Kidney Journal describes multiple cases of carambola oxalate-induced acute renal failure, with biopsies showing oxalate crystals clogging the renal tubules and causing acute tubular necrosis. Specialists in nephrology reinforce these data. Dr. Paul W. Crawford, nephrologist and researcher, stated at conferences of the American Society of Nephrology that carambola poses an underestimated risk to the general population, especially with the increased consumption of detox juices and exotic fruits. The Food and Drug Administration does not classify carambola as banned, but has issued indirect warnings in adverse event reports, recording cases of hospitalization linked to excessive consumption. Statistics show the growth of the problem. With the popularity of diets rich in tropical fruits, reports of star fruit poisoning at U.S. poison control centers have increased over the past 10 years. Many cases involve healthy people who have consumed large amounts in search of natural benefits, only to end up with acute kidney injury that requires temporary dialysis. These evidences are not isolated. They form a clear medical consensus. Carambola can be dangerous, especially for those who have any degree of renal impairment, and the risk increases with higher doses. In the next segment, I'll show you exactly what you can do to protect your kidneys, liver, and brain. Safe alternatives, practical steps, and how to regain control of your health. Stay with me. The solution is closer than you might think. Now that we've seen the solid scientific evidence about the dangers of starfruit, the good news is that you don't have to live in fear. You can take control right away. The damage is preventable in most cases, and swapping this fruit for safe options has real benefits for your kidneys, liver, and brain. Let's go through the practical steps that I recommend to my patients every day. First, stop consuming carambola now. This includes fresh fruit, juices, smoothies, salads, or any product that contains it, even in small quantities. If you have recently eaten and have symptoms such as persistent hiccups, nausea, confusion, or fatigue, see your doctor or go to the emergency room immediately for kidney evaluation. The National Kidney Foundation emphasizes, for those who have any degree of kidney impairment, carambola should be avoided completely. Instead, choose safe, nutritious alternatives that offer vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants without the risks of high oxalate or caramboxin. Low oxalate, kidney-friendly fruits include apples, fresh or in sugar-free sauce, bananas, great for energy and moderate potassium, pears, pineapple, grapes, strawberries, blueberries, cherries, and watermelon in controlled portions. These options are plentiful at grocery stores like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or Walmart, and many are on NKF's list of recommended fruits for overall kidney health. For example, swap a star fruit juice for apple or pineapple juice. You keep the refreshing tropical taste, but without toxins. Add bananas or strawberries to your morning smoothies for a boost of vitamin C and fiber that really supports digestion and liver health. 4 quick snacks. Grab an apple or handful of grapes. They help hydrate, reduce inflammation, and protect against kidney stones by balancing oxalate in the body. The benefits of making this switch are transformative. By avoiding excessive oxalate, you reduce the risk of kidney crystals, liver inflammation, and toxin buildup in the brain, which means more daily energy, better mental clarity, and less chance of chronic fatigue or neurological problems. My patients who eliminate star fruit and adopt low oxalate fruits report improved kidney function on follow-up exams, less back pain, better sleep, and overall feeling of well-being. Studies show that safe fruit-rich diets like these lower urinary acidity and help prevent kidney stones, promoting longevity and vitality. To maximize results, drink plenty of water, at least 8 glasses a day, to help the kidneys filter waste. Combine fruit with calcium sources like low-fat yogurt to bind oxalates in the gut, and consult a nephrologist or registered dietitian for a personalized plan, especially if you have a history of kidney stones or kidney disease. You deserve healthy organs that function effortlessly. Start today. Clean out your fridge, choose delicious alternatives, and feel the difference in weeks. In the next and last segment, we will summarize everything and I give you the call to action to protect your health and that of the one you love. Stay with me until the end. Your journey to a healthier life begins now. We've reached the end of this important alert, and I want you to drive home a clear message. Star fruit, that star-shaped fruit that seems so harmless on American supermarket shelves, may be quietly destroying your kidneys, overloading your liver, and threatening your brain, especially if you have any degree of kidney impairment, even if you don't already know it. We have seen the scientific evidence from the National Kidney Foundation, studies from the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, and real cases that I deal with myself in practice. Oxalate crystallizes in the kidneys, caramboxin attacks the brain, and damage can begin with simple symptoms like hiccups or fatigue before developing into something much more serious. But here's what really matters. You have the power to change that now. Stop consuming carambola today. Clean your refrigerator. Choose safe alternatives such as apples, bananas, pears, pineapples, strawberries, and grapes. Delicious, nutritious, and approved fruits for kidney health. Drink plenty of water, see your doctor for preventive checkups, and adopt habits that protect your vital organs. By doing so, you not only avoid unnecessary risks but gain renewed energy, sharper mental clarity, better sleep, and extra years of healthy living without frequent hospital visits. Millions of Americans still don't know this danger, But you do now. And knowledge is the best defense. Share this video with family, friends, and anyone who eats tropical fruits regularly. A simple sharing can prevent a medical emergency in someone you love. If this alert made sense to you and helped protect your health, please like it now. It helps YouTube show this content to more people who need to know. Subscribe to the channel and activate Tinkerbell to receive notifications of new health alerts that can save lives, just like this one. And in the comments below, tell me, which fruit are you going to avoid starting today? Or write down your city or state. It is always a great pleasure to hear from you from all corners of the United States. Remember, your health does not wait. Protect your kidneys, your liver, and your brain by starting now. I'm Dr. Natisha James, and I'm here to help you live healthier and longer. Thank you for watching until the end. Take care, and until the next video.